Hey guys, welcome to Motoroids yet again, and right now we have the star of the show with us, introducing a fantastic new concept which is BaaS. And to explain this, probably the only system of its kind in the world, is Gaurav Gupta with us, the Chief Growth Officer at JSW MG Motor India. We'll ask some of the key questions that you have in your mind, and I'm pretty sure Gaurav will be able to explain to you the nitty-gritties of BaaS as a whole. So Gaurav, to start off, why BaaS over the traditional outright buying pattern? Why this route?
I think it's a very good question. See, the whole reason is that we are seeing that there's been a perception that the battery price and therefore the overall EV price, acquiring at that price has becoming a bit of a hurdle. It's been a challenge. So how do we make acquisition price or the buying price of EV attractive? And then we studied this more and we actually looked at it that battery is a way of paying as a fuel for the car, just the way you pay for gasoline or petrol or diesel for your normal ICE car.
Right.
So why should the customer be straddled with the entire battery cost when typically he should be paying for it as he's using it?
Right.
So that is what led to the division of the car in two parts, the car, or you can say the shell in this case, and the battery.
Right.
And now what we have done is, you are able to buy the car, and for the battery you pay as per your usage.
Right.
This is not the same as leasing a car, where people
Right.
will say, hey, if you are buying it, then you're renting it, then the car is not mine. Not at all. You are just converting the way you pay for fuel, you pay for your battery.
Right.
The car is still in your name.
So one big question that a lot of people asked us is that while they're buying the car, they're paying the taxes and registration on the car as well as the battery, right?
Yes.
So that's
So
one
there will
confusion
be
that a lot
one-
of people
there
have.
will be one full ex-showroom price.
Right.
That will be the basis of your insurance and obviously the RTO, etc. But typically EVs in most state governments, and here I appreciate the work of various governments and obviously the central government to promote adoption of EVs,
Right.
So consumers in most states will not have to pay for EV RTO charges, which is to encourage EV adoption. But then beyond that, you are only paying depending on what your package is.
No, that I understand.
Now here you'll have multiple options.
Right.
You can say, I want to only rent the battery. The rest of the car money I'll pay for. You can do that. You might say that, listen, I want to buy the full car as one package. I
Right.
don't want to even rent the battery. You can do that. You can say that I want to take the loan on the shell and on the battery I'll pay for rental. You can do that. So we have been able to work with our financiers on all the choices so that the consumer is not straddled
Right.
the burden in the mind of the battery. We want to encourage people to get onto the EV business.
Now, of course, this is very clear that the price that has been announced, 9.99 lakh rupees,
Yeah.
plus for example, the 3.5 rupees per kilometer rental is to start off. It's like, the basic price that you have come up with. But just to make it clear to the audience, 9.99 lakh rupees is the price of the shell. The price of the battery is separate, and the tax that the customer has to pay would be on the shell price plus battery.
Which we will declare very soon.
Yeah.
Very soon.
So that's important.
In about a week's time, we will declare the full car price.
Right.
And the consumers obviously will have the full clarity. And then you can actually have a choice.
Right.
Whether I want to buy the full package as one, or basis I would say, I'm renting, I only drive so many kilometers. Why should I be burdened with the entire price of the battery?
Right.
So for example, these batteries today, they can go up to 2,500 ampere charges, right?
Right.
Ampere cycles.
Right.
At 331, the battery life actually outlives the life of the car.
Of course.
So some people would say that why should I be straddled with that cost when I will use the car only for 5 years? Typically, if you're driving the car for 50 kilometers a day, maybe about 1 lakh kilometers in 5 years. But here you will only pay for the 1 lakh. Next, when you sell this car, the other person who's buying it may have the choice to continue the rental of the battery,
Okay.
or addressing it upfront.
So that's important to know. So the concerns that a lot of people have about, would I be able to sell my car? There's no problem. You would be able to
Absolutely.
sell the
We
car.
have done all the pilot testing with our customers in the beginning and also with the financiers. You will have a full schedule.
Right.
That if you want to sell it before the term, suppose I take a 3-year rental program, but I may want to sell the car in 2 years. So there will be a proper table or schedule of how the exit will take place.
Right.
Or I may want to extend it, that also option will be available.
Right.
So all the choices will be there. There will be no handcuff or
Right.
hidden elements in this whole concept.
Another important thing that I want Gaurav to explain to you is the fact that it's a financial product. Am I right?
Correct.
It's a financial product where the cost of the car has been broken down into two parts, which is the shell as well as the battery. And the battery is, it's just that the battery is being separately financed.
But I must tell you that it is not simply to say that the battery rental and the car EMI equals to total. No.
Yeah,
Then it's not making sense.
right.
The objective is to reduce your battery rental so that you are able to enjoy the car
Right.
and pay for it as you would do for your normal gasoline car. So here the advantage is that for a 10 lakh rupee car, you are able to, and if you're driving 50 kilometers a day, you'll pay about 6,000 rupees,
Right.
6,500 rupees per month.
Right.
For a nice car, you'll pay about 12,000 rupees
Right.
because of the fuel, mileage, etc. So you're saving every month by almost half the price.
Yeah,
right?
because
And
it's
then-
financed over a longer period of time.
so that the back end, what we have done is we have customized the battery rental on individual choice.
Right.
You want to say I want no minimum guarantee, there's a choice for you. You want to say I want to give you a minimum guarantee because I have assessed that my family we drive about 20,000 kilometers in a year. You can have a
Right.
package. You can say that, you know what, I want to have the flexibility of accelerated payment. That also is also there. So we have looked at all the combinations possible because we want to help people to shift to EVs. Frankly, if you ask me, I believe that such kind of concept of battery as a service, more financiers should join and offer to consumers, more players should join it, so the movement can happen for EV adoption.
Right. And not just here, but with other manufacturers also. I'm pretty sure they're going to take it up.
The more the better.
Right.
Because this will actually be like, different industry, like your mutual fund sahi hai. If all of this comes together, you
common
can start
message.
saying that, time to shift to an EV.
Right.
Absolutely.
Now, apart from all of this, another important question that a lot of people have is about the cap on, this first year of free charging that you have. So you can use MG's eHub. You can use
And
all the
yes.
chargers available on eHub,
So
and it's free for 1 year.
It's free for 1 year.
So I wanted him
There's no
to.
hidden cost.
Yeah. So I just
If
wanted
I'm
him to
buying-
declare
if I'm buying
that there is no
the car
mileage
that-
cap, right?
What we are saying is any public charger
Right,
in
right.
the country, as long as you are using the MG eHub,
Right.
the eHub by MG, the application,
Right.
because almost 80 to 85% of the public chargers are available on that
Right.
application. And we are working to get more of them also part
Right,
of it,
right.
So as long as you are routing it from there,
Correct.
you don't have to incur any charge for public charging. If I am buying the car as a customer and I am using eHub to charge my car in the public charging place, whether it is I'm driving maybe Bangalore to Chennai, or I'm doing Bombay, Goa, or I'm doing Kolkata, Darjeeling, or Delhi, Jammu, or Srinagar, wherever, any public charger I will be able to charge as long as it is through eHub by MG. The customer does not have to pay anything, and it is not a reimbursement.
Right. It's
The
already paid
customer
for.
will charge his car, he will know how many units he has consumed. That bill, that charges of that charging experience or that charging incident or the charging time and duration will be billed to our company.
Right.
Customer has to pay nothing.
Right. Also, another thing, the 3.5 kilometers, 1500
Is one of the
kilometers
packages.
is one of the packages. If your mileage is more every month or less, there are going to be different customized packages, and those are going to be declared, revealed very soon. And based on your requirements, there will be a plan.
Sure.
If you have any other questions, put them down in the comment section. We'll make sure that we'll bug him through an
Not at all.
email
I'm
or
more than happy because frankly, this innovation, this disruption of battery as a service is very critical for helping people to shift their look at their mindset of EV adoption. It's very important.
Thank you very much, Gaurav.
Thank you.
And I really appreciate your time. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of your doubts have been cleared. And as I mentioned, if you have any other questions, he has given us his word that he is going to get back to us and your questions will be answered. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you.